Hey, what's up YouTube? Today we're going to remove some things in the engine bay that we don't really need now that we have the motor out. So I think today we're going to remove the air conditioning condenser. We're going to remove the lines that go to the air conditioning pieces, the hard lines and stuff. And then we're also going to remove some emissions. There's a canister in there for emissions. It's called the charcoal canister. And so we don't need that because I've already removed all of the emission stuff on the motor, like the EGR and some of the lines for that. So this canister just sits in the corner and we don't need that. So we're going to get rid of that and some air conditioning stuff while the motor's out and clean up this engine bay. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into cleaning this thing up. So right here in the corner is the charcoal canister. I actually am not really sure what it does, but I saw online that I know that's what this is. So this is the canister. It has a hard line that runs down, over, it goes under, then it goes back up, and then back down, and it goes back to the gas tank. It has 3 connections on it, which this car actually never had when I got it. But it says fuel tank, purge, and that one says hose and like distributor. Don't really know what that means, but I know that this sensor, there's another one like the manifold, there's one like right here, so we can take that off. We can get rid of this canister, and then some other things we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this air conditioning. Not really sure exactly what it is, but I know it's air conditioning. The condenser is this radiator looking thing. So actually, I was thinking I might just keep the radiator looking thing in because it's a good like rock protection for like my actual radiator that sits right behind it. So anything that hits this won't damage that. So I think I'll just leave it in there for like a good, protection. But we're going to take off this hard line that comes down here. We're going to get rid of, this connection here, this canister. We'll take this hard line off that goes over there. So yeah, we're gonna get rid of this canister and get rid of that canister. I originally thought I wanted to keep the air conditioning unit, but then again I thought, if I did buy the compressor that goes on the motor, maybe one of these would be bad, so I really didn't want to track that down. I also don't know if everything is inside the car that you need for air conditioning, so I'm just getting rid of all of it. You can get rid of this big old hard line here. Just get rid of stuff we don't need. Oh, also when I took the motor out, this motor mount was like trash. Look at that. That is crazy. So yeah, we'll have to replace those too, so kind of glad I took them out. This one seems fine, but we'll get some nice poly mounts. So, but yeah, discovered that. We're taking this out, and yeah, we'll start, after all that, we'll start cleaning up this stuff. But that's today's video, so let's jump right in and start taking this stuff out. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this 10mm here, and it takes off this clamp that holds the canister in. Then there's also these 2 10mm that hold the bracket, which is that clamp, and then there's a hard line at the bottom of it, and there's a T as well. So I'm not sure which one to take out just yet. Probably all of them. This one goes like down into the frame, then this one goes back this way. So I'm not sure the best way to get it out yet, so I'm going to take the canister out and see what it looks like on the bottom. So yeah, let's go ahead and take this bolt out, and then it'll loosen, and then we can take the canister out and see what it looks like. Okay, so I got the bracket out. There was a 10mm hidden. It's right there, right here. So take these 2 out. Don't forget this one down here, which is this one, and then these 2 up here. So this is the bracket that holds the canister. This is the canister itself. Like I said, don't really know what this thing is. Looks like a catch can, so don't know. But this is the line that was on the bottom, which is right here. I accidentally broke this. Good thing we're taking it out anyway. But this was spun down like that. Then this came up on the top to this elbow, which went right here. Then this end went in there. So yeah, like I said, I broke this. This part goes right there, which is like a barb in the frame. So since this is removed, we can just take this line out. This one is, you can remove as well. The people before me had this vent on it, so I'm just going to remove it. So yeah, we got the canister out, so now we can go ahead and take these hard lines out. And then we can, you know, remove this clip that holds these in because we don't need them anymore, just like that. And then we can finally clean this frame rail. These two go back, one goes under the car, one goes up and over. So yeah, we'll remove the hard lines next, but that's how you remove that canister. Okay, so next I've actually moved over to this back corner and done something completely different, but I want to let you guys know what I was doing, and also I want to tell myself so I remember to put it back in if I want to. But there's a wiper motor that goes right there in that square. Then below that, there's two cruise control items, which this is the wiper motor that I just took out. And then below that is the cruise control module. And there's two 12mm bolts that are actually in the wheel well. You take these out, and then you can take this out. Then on top of this was this circle thing that I've been talking about. I thought it was for park, but it's actually for cruise control. And then this mounts, I believe it was something like, I can't remember how it went. I think it was like this. I don't remember. But this was on the bottom, for sure. And then this was on the top, in the corner, over here. Actually, it went like this. Just like that. So this part was down. This part was on top like this. So anyway, yeah, this thing with the throttle cable on it is cruise control, which is actually kind of cool. So I have cruise control and the module. It has this breather on it that plugs into the back like that. So technically, if I wanted to, I could put this and this back in, and then just get the buttons that go on the steering wheel to set the cruise control, and I'd actually have it. But yeah, anyway, like I said, I skipped it from taking these hard lines out. I just went straight to over here. But I wanted to look down in there and see if this car was rusting or anything. This is literally like the cleanest S14 I've ever seen. Okay, so back to the original video. I've gone ahead and used a crescent wrench or adjustable wrench, and I've gone ahead and taken off this AC line here. You just spin it to the left like this and just loosen this, and then it comes out. So yeah, we're gonna take, so this line goes under, over, and then over to here. Mine has never been hooked up, so we're just gonna go ahead and take this out now. Alright, so next after that I went with the line right below it. It is a 17 on the back side, and then I used my adjustable wrench. This line was in here like that, and then this nut out here. So you put the 17 on the back, use your adjustable wrench, and then you just pull it out. It goes up, over, down, under this, and then it goes back here, swiggles towards you, up, and into this canister. So now that we have this line taken out, and we're not going to use it, we can start taking this bad boy out, which is kind of like that EGR canister, charcoal canister. I think it looks like the same kind of clamp. Once you take this thing out, it'll open up and the canister can come out. So I'm going to go ahead and work on getting this line out of here. It looks like it's up in here. So we're going to take this off. That was easy. And then something down in here. Yeah, there's a clip right here. So you should just pull it out from that, just like so, and then we can work on getting this thing out now. Okay, so like I thought with the canister, it was a 10mm, excuse me, and you just unbolt it, and then it opens up, the canister comes out. Then the next thing I did is I just followed this hard line. It goes down, over, and then back up, and then it has this swan neck on it, and it plugs in right here. That is also a 10mm. So all you have to do is just take the bolt out right here, and then just shimmy it back and forth, and then it pops right out. So now all we have to do is just go ahead and unplug this, which is the hardest part of all of it, because it gets stuck in there. So once you unplug that, this thing is now free to come out. As you can see, you got nothing else holding it in. So yeah, once we unplug that, this will be free to take out. Alright, up next is the last part. You have to, if you're like me and you have dirt literally everywhere, you'll have to discover these bolts. This one on the bottom and this one on the top. They appear to both be the same. They are 10mm, top and bottom. So once you take those two out, you might have to use like an old rag or something to literally discover the bolts again, because they're so dirty and nasty. But once you get that, take these two out, you'll have the air conditioning, I don't even know what this thing's called, canister, bracket, all taken off, and that should be everything. You could go ahead and like take this out. Like I said, I'm actually just going to leave it in there just to protect my radiator. It looks like it has done a pretty good job. All these fins are kind of broken over here and here and here. So, like I said, any rock and stuff's going to hit this. I'm not going to cry or care because this doesn't do anything for me. But if something hurts my radiator, I am going to cry. So, I'm just going to leave this in here. It doesn't look like it takes up any space that I really care about. This car runs pretty cold anyway, so yeah, other than this right here, which is actually pretty, it's pretty tucked away. So you could take this out. It looks like you just take this bolt out here and this bolt out here, and then it just would come in towards the engine bay, and then you could just pick it up and out or whatever. But I'm just gonna leave mine in. So yeah, just take this 10, and we'll be done with this. Okay, so this is just a quick recap of some of the things we've taken off. This was the AC line. This is the, I'm just going to call it an air condition part. I don't really know what that thing's called, but it's the air conditioning canister, the bracket for that, the line that runs to the firewall for that, and then at the beginning of the video we took out the emissions EGR charcoal canister, so that is this. And that is the bracket for this. So this is all dead weight that we don't need anymore. So a whole bunch of less stuff to put back in the car, a bunch of stuff we don't need, and this will just tidy everything up real nice. Again, we can take this out if you would like. Feel free. This could also go in the pile that I just showed you. This and that hard line that goes over there. And then also for the evap canister, we'll have these two hard lines. I'm actually not sure what to do with them. I could just leave them. They don't really seem to be in the way of anything. Or you can take them out. I'm on the fence as to what to do. This one just looks like it would just, when you take it out, just goes back to there. Way back there. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to take them out or just leave them in. This one looks like it goes up and over and back down. So they don't really seem to bother me. I mean, I don't really know what else to do with them. So after looking at this, it was actually really, really easy to take this out. So this long, straight one was right here. It went down into the barb that I was telling you about that I broke, but it just went straight back and then down. I actually found out that looks like somebody cut mine off or something. So it just ends. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or not, but yeah, so I took this one out, and after noticing it was super easy, I just took the other one out. It was a little more challenging because it goes out under the brake lines, up, over, and then back down. It actually goes into this soft line right here. So there's a soft line right there. So I just unplugged it. So, and then pulled it out. But yeah, you have to bend it. You're not using it again anyway, so it doesn't matter. But you just bend it so it's easier to get out and around here. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know that I actually took these out. So yeah, that's it wasn't as hard as I thought. So if you want to take them out, go ahead. It's not that bad. Oh yeah, and the wire to that condenser, you'll have to either, I don't know, you can cut it off right here and never worry about it ever again, or you could just take it and hide it back here somewhere. I don't really know where. There's not a lot of space here. So yeah, you could either just cut it off or hide it somewhere. But yeah, this is for that. But yeah, other than that, we're looking pretty good. We got a lot of you know, less stuff going on back here. We can almost actually get rid of that whole harness. We don't really need anything on it. It's just the cruise control stuff and the wiper stuff. The red wires are for my fans. I'm gonna have to rewire those. That other black wire is for my amp wire. So that's all good over there. And then we just have our two fuel lines, fuel filter and the return. And then yeah, the heater core hoses. I actually took the one off, this one on the bottom, just because I thought it was in the way. I might even replace them. Everyone says that that's a good idea. But yeah, so we got a lot less going on in here now. Looking pretty good. So the next video, I think I'm going to start cleaning everything that I see. I think it's pretty simplified now that I can be able to clean. So anyway, I'll just cut this one here. This is how you take out your evap canister and your air conditioning parts and some other random stuff. So anyway, I just want to thank you all for watching thus far. It's coming along pretty well. Moving slowly but surely. I got some parts on the way, so maybe I can show you what we've been working on with the engine as well. But yeah, I'll just cut this here. So this is Fogel. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please go ahead and like. It gives us, it helps us out here a lot. And if you want to see what else is coming with the channel and anything else of how to fix your 240 or whatever, go ahead and subscribe down below. But as always, this is Fogel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day and catch you later. Bye.